に合わせて叫べ勝利の雄たけびを秘密戦隊ゴレムじゃ
Chapter 7, The Feverish Battle. At the new sky base, Adam was amazed at the new place. He also had a warm reunion with the others as well. Adam, said Tommy, I can't believe you are here. Long story, guys. I was watching a Korean DVD of Power Rangers, and that's how I ended up in this strange new world where I am a stranger also. It turns out to be a catalyst and a doorway of sorts under some experimentation, said Adam. That's just funny if that's how you got into this world. But we're glad you can join and fight against the evil too, Adam. I think you may have been picked by destiny, said Jason Lee Scott. I did. I can't believe there are special police Deca Ranger here, said Adam. Jason, I think this is becoming a crazy adventure. You're never going to believe this. Also, Zordon lives. He survived the United Alliance of Evil War. He is here, Adam, all out of his tube, said Tommy. Zordon? Is that you? I thought you were dead, said Adam.
It is me. You will be joining the others. You are now part of a heroic alliance. Here is your morpher, said Zordon. You can now become Zeo Ranger 4 once more.
Thanks, but I believe I still need to train with the others and I'd like to take a look around. I'm pretty rusty after all, said Adam. No problem to that, said Director Aya. I'll have a tour guide attend to you shortly. By the way, do fill up these forms. We want to know you better. Oh, by the way, I'll probably be starting a new dishes on board too, said Adam. On the other hand, the new team for the Battle Fever J mission were now selected. They are Takeru Shiba, Genta, Souta, Zack and Kimberly. Well, it's time I see some action, said Zack. I'd like to meet the very first Black Ranger as they have presented him. That's kind of cool, said Takeru Shiba. Except I feel kind of awkward, though, that I'm commanding my seniors. He was also thinking about his adoptive status to Kaoru Shiba, his mother. Well, nothing wrong with that either. Your butler is your senior in terms of age, said Kimberly Slash. She drank some of Jasmine's tea, hoping to keep herself fit. She also wanted to keep herself calm for the next battle, as taught by Mako. Well, how do you like my sushi? Asked Genta. Me and Daki-chan took time to make it. That's great, said Kimberly. Well, Genta, it's in fact the best I've tasted in years. Thanks, said Genta. Anything for a pretty miss like you. Thanks, Genta, said Kimberly. We should try to serve more of that curry, Genta, said Takeru Shiba. If I knew how to cook the African dishes I love, said Zack. Maybe we'll get your dishes done if we can find recipes, said Genta. We can find it on the internet, said Zack. At the Sentai year 1979, Trakina and Long were sent to secure a deal with the Egos cult. They were communicating with Radicate at the Virock via the time-space communicator. Well, despite the fact that you two previously failed, I think you can patch up for your failures with this mission, said Radicate. Your mission will be to seize their giant robot and hand it over to Egos. However, be aware that the fact that the Super Sentai warriors and their new allies, the Power Rangers, are on guard. Leave it to my plan, sire, said Trakina. As you know, the good guys are definitely quite suckers. One of them may be the key to it. We must remain in a hidden way of attacking, said Long. But first we must have that alliance with the Egos cult. We must lure out the Battle Fever Robo and spring out the traps. It will tie down Battle Fever Robo. You better make sure of it, said Radicate, who can be seen holding Geku in a cage. As you know, you two might get another nasty shock, understand?
Sire, I suggest you take advice from me. I could definitely help you,
said Geku. Shut up, stupid bird, said Radicate. Florius is seen polishing Radicate's boots, getting the same kind of treatment he did to his servant Norg back in Operation Overdrive. Wait. So he didn't get the two characters mixed up? He really is just making Florius act out of character because he just hates the show? Because as far as Florius' characterization is concerned, well, I'll let Louis Lovehog explain.
Moltor is the most active of the villains, while Flurious does the least. This can probably be chalked up to their respective natures. Moltor is impetuous, quick to anger, and quick to action without thinking things through. Flurious claims at one point he's smarter than Moltor, which I certainly believe. Flurious prefers to sit and wait, observe the situation, push things in a direction that suits him best, like when he would frequently contact Moltor and bicker with him. His plans are often unsuccessful, but in the end, slow and steady won out for him as all the other factions got defeated and he was the last man standing.
Did that sound even remotely close to how Flurious has been behaving in this story? I didn't think so. It was sort of like his karmic result for all the bad things he did to Norg. Get it cleaned up, Snowball. My boots don't shine themselves. If you wish to serve me, lick the blood off my boots, said Radiguet to Flurious. Yes, my lord, said Flurious. Then we see Radiguet kick Flurious at the face with Tranza laughing at Flurious. What kind of alliance is this? Don't they recognize service when they see one? Said Flurious. Yes, Emperor, said Drakina and Long. What a spoiled brat, said Drakina, referring to Radiguet. As for everything else, it's time we make a deal with Egos. We'll show them we can kick the ass of the Battle Fever J team, said Long. Meanwhile, the Battle Fever J team are now seen at their base. They are Den Maso, Kusuke Shida, Kensasu Shiari, Shiorio Akibone, and Diane Martin. General Kumar was still doubtful about their patrol. No sign of Egos as of right now, said Den, but we can't be too sure. I could agree no more with that, said Diane. Meanwhile, Takeru Shiba was on his motorcycle while the others rode on a Toyota car with Souta driving. They were trying to keep an eye on the United Alliance of Evil. Just then, a portal began to open. What? Not another portal, said Takeru Shiba. It could be the United Alliance of Evil, or what? Or just another ranger about to drop in. We can't be too sure, said Souta. We better investigate then. Just as they ran across there, the Battle Fever J team, in their uniforms, had gone there to investigate too.
Bataru! Japan! Bataru! France! Bataru! Cossack! Bataru! India!
America!
But while the Battle Fever J team was doing there, they discovered both Long and Trakina. What the? These guys are new. Did Egos hire new agents? Said Battle Japan. Oh, please. We are not part of Egos, said Long. This isn't good, said Battle Japan. But we've got to fight those clowns, whoever they are. Fools, do you really think you can harm us? Said Trakina. They're an early Super Sentai team, so this shouldn't pose much of a problem, said Long. Miss America started to throw her knives, but Trakina and Long deflected them all. What the? Said Miss America. Foolish woman. Don't you think you can easily counter us? Said Trakina. What about a challenge of swords? Said Battle France, who decided to fight Long one-on-one, but he was easily thrown aside. The Battle Fever J team tried to fight them, but they were getting out of hand. Takeru Shiba noticed that Rinshins and Stingers have surrounded the city. The United Alliance of Evil. Don't those guys ever give up? They might kill the Battle Fever J team, said Takeru Shiba, who used his motorcycle to crash out the Stingers. Souta drove the car as fast as he could, crashing out the Rinshins. Yeah, I was more impressed when Carter did it. Okay guys, let's morph and fight the forces of evil, said Takeru Shiba. Now we see Shinken Red, Boken Blue, Shinken Gold, Pink Ranger 1, and Black Ranger 1. The Battle Fever team was surprised at what they saw, giving them morale. Shinken Red and Boken Blue threw some fire and wind, literally at Trakina and Long. Let's retreat for now, said Long and Trakina. On the other hand, Battle France was kind of distracted with seeing Kimberly. Hee another one to add to my collection, said Battle France. Meanwhile, at the Egos headquarters, Satan Egos was talking to Heder and Salome. I wonder who those guys who attacked the Battle Fever team are, said Satan Egos. It is indeed a mystery, said Salome. Wonder no more, said Long, who suddenly appeared with Drakina. Just who do you people think you are? Pay a little respect to Satan Egos, will you? Said Heder in anger. I am Drakina and he is Long. We are part of the United Alliance of Evil. We are here to help you defeat the Battle Fever J team. said Drakina. Actually, it would be necessary for you to simply get on with your task. Here is a cigarette lighter to light up the day with a new monster. It might be the only thing we can do now, said Satan Egos. Very well, put it in the Egos machine. This is going to be fun. It's going to scorch the Battle Fever team, said Header, thinking of how a simple lighter could kill them. Now the lighter monster came up. He was pictured to look like Heat Man from Mega Man 2. I am Lighter Monster, at your service, said Lighter Monster. Success, said Long. And now, as you see, he is at your hands. I have prepared some traps to get rid of the Battle Fever Robo and capture it for you. That's a very good proposal, said Satan Egos. I agree with this team-up. Drakina and Long left the scene. Meanwhile, Takeru Shiba was kind of perplexed about the pun-intended stuff. Zack was even more surprised about Battle Kenya. They had just introduced themselves to each other. My ancestry is Kenyan, said Zack to Shiryo Akenibo. He was thinking of how much he valued being an African and a black ranger. I went to explore the wildlife in Africa myself, said Shiryo Akebeno. By the way, thanks for saving us from whoever those guys are. By the way, I wonder how true it can be that you're from the future. Stop telling them you're from the future, you dumb shits! Meanwhile, Genta was preparing some of his new styles of cooking. Kenasu Shirari was kind of impressed. Honestly, these dishes don't exist yet. I can believe you are from the future, said Kenasu Shirari. These are from Russia. Well, here's something you don't have yet, said Zack, showing his iPhone. Whoa, talk about crazy, said Den. We see Konsuke Shida getting a bit of typical anime punch from Kimberly after he tries to play a prank on her. Kimberly just got a little tougher than she was before. Diane sighed at Konsuke Shida chasing one girl after another. Wow, never thought I got that strong, said Kimberly, amazed. Are these guys really Earthlings? Said General Tetsu-san. The gadgets I'm seeing are out of this world. That computer is kind of small, as he was referring to what is the laptop. Takeru Shiba, on the other hand, was trying to get a little bit alone. He was looking at his iPod, thinking of his friends, and especially Mako. Was it really possible that she was the woman for him, even if she nearly killed him many times with her every effort to cook? He's cooked a good meal for her and all. Kimberly then approached Takeru Shiba, saying, Well, I just find this weird. You're representative of Japan, I'm American, Zack is Kenya. Is this pun intended? Maybe. I think I like this arrangement. I think it is, said Takeru Shiba. I wonder what evil does the United Alliance of Evil have to show. Meanwhile in Tokyo, a portal was about to open. Takeru Shiba and his team weren't able to notice the portal. At the new sky base in Sentai year 2011. I'm afraid that the amounts of portals opening will soon increase, said Supreme Commander Ryu Tenu. We need all the scouts we can get. The Special Police Deca Ranger has now agreed to send its scouts to capture any possible criminal that may come in or break the law the slightest bit. That we will do, said Hoji and Tetsu. Then we may as well create portal detectors soon, said Tetsu. Right now, Billy Cranston and Ranu Itsuki are working on the double to make them, but it will take some time. Genta has been helpful, though he's on a mission. Then we will have to do what we can to stop the enemy, said Supreme Commander Ryu Tenu. I will do anything to put the United Alliance of Evil off and save you guys, even if it means I have to give up my very life for it. Sir, you said that we can always get another base, but our importance is higher, said Hoji. No, that was Aya who said that. Very true. I definitely believe in you guys being able to do your jobs. Now it's time to do a dry run, said Supreme Commander Ryu Tenu. Meanwhile, Tommy got a message from Akared in his mind. Tommy, the time for the chosen Power Ranger I have exclusively chosen to bear such a great power has come. In fact, he will come where your friends are sent to protect the past, said Akared. Akared, what is the meaning of this? Asked Tommy. Tommy did not understand much of what Akared was saying. What is Akared talking about? Asked Tommy. Now things are going to get real stupid real fast. Just take my word for it.